Okay, so here's the training video on how to use the reel-to-reel 8mm silent film digitizer. So the first thing to do is to turn the machine on, and here's the power button, this one at the far left. That turns it on. The SD card is going to be taped on. It's in the back. And we're going to tape it so it stays in, and we'll be using the the USB port to export. We'll get to that later. So once it's turned on, then the first thing you want to do is to open the film case, and you want to clean the glass off. You'll notice the glass has some little spots on it. These films are so old they're full of dust, and so between each film you want to clean it off. And those spots, if they get too thick, will cause it so that the film will have dark spots on it. So I usually blow on it, and then I use my finger to press on it, and then I use the little bulb to blow it off. So once that glass is clean, then you're ready to put the film on. And you're going to put the film so that it's on the left side. And depending on what kind of film it is, you will need to use one of these adapters. So if it's Super 8 film, then the hole in the middle is bigger, and you have to put this on it first. This one's just regular 8mm film. So it fits right on this left side. Then I pull it past all of the leader, and I don't wrap it around any of the posts first. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to load it into the holder. So there's 3 tabs in the back. This is a better picture, you can see it from here. There's 3 tabs in the back. So you're going to put it under tab number 1, the back one first, and then the left hand and or right hand next. So it's got to be under all 3 tabs, so it's laying flat. So I'm going to slide it under the back. So I've got the first of the film in the holder. I'm going to twist it, and then I'm going to get it underneath this tab. I'm holding it down in place. I'm going to twist it again so that it's underneath there. So now it's under all 3 tabs, and I can close this, the holder. So now I can do it through each of the knobs for control, and I'm going to follow the solid white line for filming. The dash line is for rewind. And then I'm going to put this in the slot and just wind it until it's catching. Okay, so now the next thing to do is to frame it up. You'll see the frame isn't correct on there. So I'm going to hit the menu button. That's the second button in. And then these up and down arrows until I get to frame adjust. And then I hit the enter, the start stop button, which is the same as enter. It's going to move 2 frames, and then I've got to X, Y, and W adjust. So it's going to be on whichever one was used last. So I'm going to hit my left arrow. So now I'm on left and right. So I can hit the up arrow and then the down arrow to go left or right. And then I hit the start stop button to go to the next one. And now I'm doing up and down. You can see on this one I need to move it down so it's in the middle. Now you hit the start stop button, it moves down to the wide angle. And this is the one I use mostly because now I zoom out and I can see around the edge that I'm pretty close to the center of the film because I can see all 4 edges on it. And so now I can zoom back into it until I've got set right. And then if I need to adjust something, you just press that again, and I'm on left and right, and up and down, and I want to go that one. So and then once it's ready, then you hit the menu button. It's going to go 2 frames to make sure that you've got it in the right spot. So now I'm set ready to record. So now I'm going to hit the menu button, the mode button, and up and down arrow until I get to record. Then I hit the enter, and it's going to remind me to look at the switch down here to make sure that I've got it on the right side. So I'm on the 8mm film, which this film is. If I need to switch, then I'd switch it over to the Super 8 film. And now I'm ready to go. So now I just hit the enter button again, and it will start recording. It's going to record 1/7 the speed of the film. So a 5-minute film will take about 35 minutes to process. If you need to, if it becomes unframed during the filming, you can stop it and then readjust the frame and start it again. Just realize you're going to have 2 separate pieces of film for this particular roll. Or if the film breaks, if it has a splice in it and you need to stop or it gets stuck, then you can stop it and start it again, and you'll have 2 separate films for it. To rewind, you'll put the spool on the left that has the film on it. It goes underneath this post, and then you wind it on to this one here. You want to make sure that the door is closed, and then you go to menu and down to rewind, then you hit enter and then enter again, and it will rewind for you onto the spool. After the guest has finished copying their film onto the SD card, to remove the information onto their flash drive, you go to menu and you go to USB more, and then you hit enter, and now this shows USB upload, and then the cord is connected to this computer here, and the guest can put their flash drive in the side here, and you can just open a folder So once the USB upload is set, it's going to be one of the USB drives. It's going to say film scanner, and then movie, and then it'll have a number. The date will be wrong, so ignore the date. You can click on this and hit Control-C to copy, or right-click and copy, and then go to the guest USB drive and paste it onto their drive. Then you can hit the menu button again, and it will get you out of the USB upload mode, and you can turn it off. When a guest is finished copying all of their files onto their flash drive, and they've been verified they're on the flash drive, then you can format the SD card before the next guest. So to do that, you turn this power on, and then you press the menu button, and then you're going to do the up and down arrows until you get to format. You press the enter. You have to say, do you want to delete everything? And you want to say yes. And now back and we're done formatting the SD card.